What did you think?
I think you're nuts. You don't leave a steady job for some crazy dream. And the worst part, you're bringing your brother down with you.
Well, thanks, Dad.
Hey. You're not bringing me down. You know what? What do they know, huh?
It's not just that. Our whole lives, everyone's telling us we can't do this, we can't do that. Just sick and tired of feeling so small.
Everything happens for a reason, the good and bad, and you just gotta accept it. Where you are now is just a reflection of your past thoughts, your past thinking. So if you want to change your future, you gotta change your thoughts now, and then put them into action ultimately.
Love my space, I love my work, and I love my routine. And for me to break that for somebody, it would just have to be like a really special person that fits into that puzzle and that is supportive of the things I'm doing. I have come across it a few times. I've yet to be able to hold on to it for whatever reason. Hopefully I can find somebody that, you know, can just stand beside me at the wheel and help me steer while we keep the journey going, as opposed to me having to pull over and stop because that person is getting seasick.
But fake people, they always say, oh, you good, you good, you good. You know, it's like they never say to you nothing because they don't want to upset you. Because they know they're gonna lose this comfortable zone. But real people, they don't care about this. They was with you before you become famous and rich, and they don't care about your money, they don't care about your fame. They just love you.
I'm sick and tired of having to eke my way through life. Sick and tired of being a nobody. But most of all, I'm sick and tired of having nobody.
Kind of person designed to be stuck in a job. No one wants to work a job. You didn't discover anything that everyone else doesn't fucking know. No one wants to be a fucking plumber, 9 to 5. No one wakes up and goes, yeah, I'm gonna be covering other people's shit instead of traveling the world.
If I worked my job for 6 years and saved every penny, if I walked to work and didn't eat, I couldn't buy this car. How are people doing this? I couldn't sleep at night when I was broke. I knew that everything was a lie. I knew the Matrix was lying to me. I knew I had to find a way out. I was sitting there going, I refuse to live my human years and be some second-class citizen, peasant, when there's people out here who get to do whatever the fuck they want.
But fake people, they always say,
I always learn, if you give, the God gonna give you the double. So this is what's happened in my life. Since I started to do that, everything in my life become better and better. So I will still carry on to do that because I think it's important and I feel good when I do that.
Be bored. Stop trying to fit in. Don't be in the mix. You be in the mix, you gonna lose yourself. You ain't on your grind. You feel what I'm saying? So you bushing her. I ain't trying to do that, dog. I gotta stand 10.
I can understand how you feel. You worked hard studying for the spelling bee, and I suppose you feel you let everyone down, and you made a fool out of yourself and everything. But did you notice something, Charlie Brown? What's that? The world didn't come to an end.
I'd love to go gym, I just need motivation. Motivation isn't real. I don't feel motivated, I just have to do it, so I do it. Discipline is real, there's no such thing as motivation. You're never motivated at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, it's cold. You're either a pussy or you're not. If someone comes up to me and goes, oh, I'm not motivated, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I look at them and think, you're a fucking scumbag. What the fuck you talking about depressed? You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. There are people dying in a fucking ditch, bro. You're dying in a fucking ditch, and what do? You're sad about what? You ain't found the time to go to the gym, why? You haven't worked on anything, you haven't dedicated yourself to anything, why? Oh, I just don't feel like it. Well, you're a piece of shit.
Whatever you do, you've got to be a little bit gone to it. You're not all there. You've got to be almost insane to your craft. Not a lot of people can understand that. That's why I don't know about nothing else. I do not pay attention to nothing else. There was games of football on yesterday, there was rugby, there was this, there was that. And like normal society is like, let's talk about this, let's let's engage in this. And I can't do it. I cannot pay attention to nothing else.
Just let it go. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You let it go, put it in God's hands, and He'll carry it. God is great.
Is it that simple?
God is great. Don't get no simpler than that, bro.
Did you know it before that incident took place?
You can know it all you want, but until you got to pick up that cross that you can't carry, and He picks it up for you and carries you and the cross, then you know.
What do I do when I get left undelivered? If a bitch leave you undelivered, she don't want you, nigga. It's the biggest 25. Stop double texting girls.
If somebody can go 24 hours without talking to you, that means they don't care if you done ate today. They don't care if you're breathing. They don't care how you're doing mentally. They don't care how you're doing emotionally.
What are you doing, nigga? Move the fuck on. The fuck?
If somebody can go 24 hours without talking to you, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but you do not need to be a part of their life.
What do you do when you get left undelivered? Stay there. Nigga, it wasn't meant to be. Why do you want to fuck with someone that's not gonna fuck with you in the long run anyway?
When you quit, your mind says we're done. So it doesn't expand. There's no expansion when you quit. When you say, fuck you, this sucks, I'm drowning, I'm miserable, I'm suffering, I'm broken, but I'm not going anywhere. What happens to your mind is it does this. It says, fuck, he's not leaving. So we gotta expand. We gotta grow. We gotta figure this fucking thing out. But you can't engage it by sitting back in these nice chairs, drinking this nice water, talking to you, talking about what I want to do.
Everything happens for a reason, the good and bad, and you just gotta accept it. Where you are now is just a reflection of your past thoughts, your past thinking. So if you want to change your future, you gotta change your thoughts now, and then put them into action ultimately.
Nope. Hey, I thought about it, and I thought about something else. Some real good eating right there, son.